Today, we live in a world that's both digital and physical, and everything is so interconnected that most of us don't know the full picture of our supply chains. So how safe our world tomorrow will be depends on the choices we make today. In this series, we'll be talking to experts who will give us insights on how you can do your part. So are people the problem?
I think they are the variable. They are not problem as such, but of course you can't control people like you do with technology. You can't expect them to be deterministic.
That's fair.
You can't predict what human beings are doing, and they are motivated by a bit different stuff than software is.
So what are your biggest frustrations as a CISO?
I still haven't found a formula or a kind of a satisfactory method to address the whole workforce. When there's a situation that would require a behavioral change, the typical course of action is to write an advisory, write a blog post, send a message to everybody, and I never seem to get it right. So it's either too technical or it's too abstract, or people miss the point.
I'm also curious, by the way, with the current geopolitical climate, has the threats changed? Is your job any harder?
Ironically, I would argue some aspects are even easier. It is easier now to explain that there are threats.
Okay.
And the threats might take a shape a bit better. And for instance, the nation state threat or a patriotic hacker or ransomware actor threat, they have been there all the time. They have not stopped at being an issue for us at any moment. It's now easier to describe and explain this to even a layperson.
So in your role, do you see hope?
Yeah, I would have quit years ago if I didn't. So, and yeah, I love the fact that most people actually, they want to contribute positively to security. They want to do the right thing if they only understand what the right thing is.
What it is that they can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to abide by the security policies. They hope they would not need to read those.
Of course.
And I hope that I would not need to write those documents. They would like to have tools that actually enable them to be aligned with those policies. And they want that the business processes are there to match.
So do you have any advice to your fellow CISOs?
Most certainly, treat the employees in your organizations as your allies. They are your friends. And when you can convince them to do what's right for the security of the organization, they will follow you. Don't treat them as your adversaries.
So they are assets.
They are assets, very much.